Hello everyone, welcome to Xinhua Live. This is Sun Qing with China's Xinhua News Agency. I'm now at National Exhibition and Convention Center in Shanghai. The 6th edition of China International Import Expo is being held here. Today, I invited a special guest, Mr. Randy Sheckman, winner of the 2013 Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine. Mr. Sheckman is recently attending the World Laureate Forum in Lingang, Pudong District in Shanghai. Today, he will join our tour in CIIE to see how medical innovation empowers the well-being of all humanity.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Yes, thank you for joining our visit this time in CIIE.
Very good.
And you can say hello to our audience.
Hello. Good to be here.
I know you visit Shanghai every year, so is this your first time to the CIIE?
Yes, first time to CIIE.
Okay, so today we will go to a tour around CIIE to the medical innovation
Good.
at this platform. So let's go.
Okay.
Okay guys, we're now at the Hall 7 of medical equipment and health products. And do you know there is a concept called CIIE babies for pharmaceutical companies at CIIE? The baby refers to the innovative drugs displayed at CIIE, which have been quickly approved and launched in the Chinese market. The first CIIE baby is from the Roche. So first, let's take a look at this year's new CIIE babies.
So this is a Roche exhibition platform.
Yes.
Let me show you a bit. And also in this country, in the first CIIE, this platform in 2018, we introduced our first CIIE baby, which is Elekta. The generic name is Elekta. It is ALK inhibitor.
An ALK inhibitor.
Yeah, and also we have maintained the record in this field of lung cancer. Progression-free survival is 34.8 months, which is great. So it means that for the late-stage lung cancer patient, they can have a chance to survive nearly 3 years. So it's
I see.
and also in 2022, we have another study readout called Alicia, and we move forward. The progression-free survival can achieve the 41.6 months. So we step into the full era of an ALK inhibitor. Yeah. So we don't stop here. Actually, we have new data readout in this ESMO, European Oncology Congress, this year, last month. We have a new data, new study phase 3 trial called ALINA. ALINA is the first and only phase 3 study in the world for ALK mutation, early stage lung cancer.
I see.
So this is our product. Actually, this is for infection, for flu. This is for immunotherapy, and also this year in CIIE we have Atezo. We call this Tecentriq. In this for this immunotherapy molecule, we have a very impressive study readout. Empower-010 for the early stage can make the stage 2 to 3A of lung cancer patient to achieve the stage 1 overall survival rate. 5-year overall survival rate. It's almost same.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's from roughly 85%. Especially for the PD-L1 high expression population of early stage patients.
That's where the Chinese government is making a wise investment in basic science here in your country.
Exactly.
They're pouring huge sums of money into building up laboratories and bringing scholars back from elsewhere. I have a number of Chinese postdocs who've come back here, and I have more who are going to come back here because for many of them, the opportunities for basic science career in China are better than they would be in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, there's more money being invested here than in the U.S. Well, anyway, it's great to meet you, and thank you for representing what your company does so well. And Roche is one of the most important companies in the world. So
So, Dr. Scheckman, thank you very much for your coming to this Roche platform.
Sure.
So, welcome to China again.
Thank you.
So, I hope you can come to the CIIE platform next year.
Well,
and to our stage. Thank you.
Thank you for your introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Good luck. Bye.
Professor, you came to attend CIIE after attending the forum in Lingang. And I think for that forum, this is a very good platform for the basic research.
Yes.
And for the CIIE, this is a platform for the trade and cooperation.
Yes,
so how do you think the similarity?
Well, it's it's very different.
Very different.
The WLA is to promote basic science, curiosity-driven basic science, without necessarily any immediate practical application.
Yeah.
And that that's what I do, and that's what, but it's what inevitably leads to discoveries that will end up here, in the form of drugs. So there is there's a connection between the two, but it's a long connection.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to develop a drug that gets to the point where it's going to be a baby here. A long time.
Yeah. In fact, every medical enterprise has CIIE babies. For example, these innovative drugs have made significant progress in the Chinese market. Bayer, the Fortune 500 company in the field of life science, has also brought many innovative drugs and technologies at this year's CIIE. Let's take a look.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yes, good to meet you too.
It's our honor and pleasure to welcome you to Bayer booth. So I'm Yao Li, Vice President of Bayer Pharmaceutical Company in China.
Wow, that sounds important.
Very
Thank
important.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I just mentioned to Professor about the concept of CIIE babies. So we would like to know, so what kind of new babies have you brought to this year's CIIE?
Okay. So this year is Bayer's sixth year to participate in the CIIE. So we have lots of.
Do you have the Bayer research here in China?
Yeah,
or?
we have one Bayer Research Center in China.
I see.
Yeah. So in this year, and we have many different products. So you can come here and see, although it's in Chinese, but you can see it's kidney shape and heart shape. So here is the cardiovascular area. So I would like to introduce the Carinthia. So this is one of our star products.
Yes.
So this is the CIIE baby of last year and about this year, because it's just entered the national reimbursement drug list.
I see.
And so this is after that.
Very important.
Yeah, very important. It is a drug to treat type 2 diabetes with chronic kidney disease.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's treating the kidney disease part.
Kidney disease part.
It's not treating the diabetes directly.
No. It is anti-thrombosis, anti-inflammatory,
I see.
and so can protect both kidney and heart, and to delay the progression of the cardiovascular and renal disease.
Yeah.
Turn over here. Yeah. So you can see this one. There is the English name as an accent. So it is the anti-factor 11 oral drugs. So it can bind into the active site of factor 11. So it is anti-thrombosis treatment.
I see.
It is in the.
So it prevents clotting.
Yes. And it is in the phase 3 study stage. And Bayer invests a lot in this. It's at least two phase 3 studies. And the focus on the patient. So one is for atrial fibrillation, and another one is stroke patient. And so.
What was the second one?
Stroke. Stroke patient. And
so this would be indicated once someone has already had a stroke.
Yeah,
not as a preventative.
Also preventative. We are trying the two indications here.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it will enjoy almost 30,000 patients. Yeah. So we are look forward. Yeah. And this
so it isn't approved yet. It's still in phase 3.
It's in the phase 3 study. The first expected approved time is about 2026. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are looking forward to the results of the study. Yeah. And this one is anti-diabetes drug. Yeah. And the name is, it's a Chinese name, Huatangni. So it is a collaboration product. So buyer with the local pharmaceutical company together, and it is a glucokinase activator. Yeah.
Kinase, huh?
Yeah. In China, there are more than 200 million diabetes patients.
Oh my God.
Yeah, although there are already so many treatment therapy, but still there is unmet needs. So yeah, this is this is the drug package. You can see here, laureate, tablets. It's the English name, so it's the Chinese name. It's Wire and Hua collaborate together.
I see. So it's orally available.
Yeah, it's already available.
No, you use it orally.
Orally, yes.
From CIIE baby. So how feel about that?
Yeah, well, it's obviously this venue, this meeting is a way of stimulating the development of new drugs. So there's obviously pressure on these companies every year to come up with something new.
Yeah.
So that they can have a baby that presents at this big venue.
Yeah.
So, but you know, drug discovery and development takes a long time.
Yeah.
You can't rush these things. They have to go through very extensive clinical trials. It'll take many, many years and huge amounts of money, particularly when it gets to phase 3 trials. It requires billions of dollars to go through to get approval. So it's one thing to push them to have a baby every year, but these things take time.
Yeah. And it's just look like raising a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know that the tumor and cancer actually is a global difficulty in for humans. So how can we better enable the world to work together to complete the process of basic research and finding targets and forming drugs and innovating? Do you think it is a process of human and conquering some cancers? It's examples like for the global cooperation.
Yeah, well, you know, science goes across the world with no boundaries.
Yeah.
And if you try to keep things secret, if you try to separate countries for whatever reasons, political or otherwise, then that slows progress down. Because when a new idea comes that has some application, if you openly communicate that idea around the world, there are many more people that will make progress, and progress will speed up. So it's very important. Of course, you know, for commercial reasons, you have to protect intellectual property. But when results of importance are published, then it should be available openly around the world so that everybody can try new ideas to develop better products to treat cancer. So the immunotherapy that was developed in many different companies in the US and Asia are synergistic. They work with each other, and that makes cancer, some cancers now, which used to be a death sentence, one can survive. Melanoma used to be a death sentence, but now because of immunotherapy in Japan and in the US, many people can live out a full life with melanoma. But that's only one of many different kinds of cancer. So we need more cooperation to find new therapies for other forms of cancer. So open communication is terribly important.
Okay, now we will go to another hall to see more technologies about the medical equipment. Let's go. Okay guys, we are now at another hall of medical equipment and health products. There are a lot of advanced medical equipment on display here, and this is the booth of GE Healthcare. And what kind of technologies have they bring to this year's CIIE? Let's go and take a look.
Nice to meet you, Professor. Yeah, so welcome to the GE Healthcare booth.
Yes.
May I introduce you our most advanced system, Panama there?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, take a...
Is this for the global debut of this year's CIIE?
Yes, for the Panama is there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is currently the most advanced diagnostic system in the world. It's called Panama. So it's combined with the PET detect.
Yes.
As you can see,
Yes.
a line inside of the
Yes,
magnetic resonance,
Yes.
and so it could provide a lot of diagnostic information to help
Yes.
the treatment.
Sure.
Well, for GSK Healthcare, we are leading the technology of PET-MR. In 2015, we launched the first digital PET-MR, so which is fully integrated with a very good PET sensitivity, the best ever for the moment, as well as the most advanced 3T MR platform. And software-wise, we have equipment system with our GE patent.
So what kinds of tissue diagnostic do you use for this PET scan?
Yeah, as you can see, PET-CT normally used for over 95% are for the cancer.
Yes.
But with PET-MR, you can
Yes.
really expand the application
Yes.
area of PET or nuclear medicine.
Yes.
So nowadays, what we say is for PET-MR, half are the cancer, half are the neurology disease.
Yes. So you can diagnose amyloid plaques.
Yes, with
in Alzheimer's patients. Yeah.
yes. So for
So
example,
you inject a non-invasive dye,
yes.
and then you visualize these.
Yes,
lesions. Yeah.
lesions. And you can combine the information you get from PET,
Yeah.
different agents, because
Yeah.
they actually tell you different molecular information
Yeah.
combined with MRI,
Yes.
where you have the structural information and
Yes.
whether your brain becomes smaller.
Yes.
In addition with functional information from
Yes,
MRI, like
yes,
MRS or
yes,
both,
yes,
things
yes,
like
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah,
So this is not on the market yet.
it's already in the market.
So you've had some hospitals and
Yes, of course. In America, in Stanford, four out of 6 hospital affiliation to Stanford has installed this machine.
already visualized.
Mayo has 3 units.
Yes.
And in China, our best hospital, like Beijing Union Hospital, PLA 300 Hospital, all have the same system. So it's really helps the hospital not for clinical, but also doing a lot of research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know Stanford very well.
Yeah, I know. And also we have actually Stanford has our very first scanner. So actually we developed this with Stanford.
You did. Nice.
Yes, with the pioneer in Stanford. So it's really not a system from manufacturing, but it's also together with the clinician and the researcher. So it really meets what the research and the clinical needs, I think. Yeah.
And also, thank you very much for joining our tour today.
My pleasure.
Yeah, good
It's
luck to
always
you.
My pleasure. Yeah. And really nice to meet you. And hope you enjoy your stay in Shanghai.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy CIIE.
I always
and
do.
enjoy GE Healthcare.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, we are now at the booth of Elekta.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is a very famous company for the
Yes.
medical development.
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's go and
Okay.
take a look. Yeah, this is Mr.
Professor
Liu.
Chairman.
Yeah.
Mr. Liu.
Welcome to Elekta booth.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure to welcome you.
Thank you.
My name is Jianbin Liu.
Liu. Yeah.
I'm heading Elekta marketing here and
For the whole country.
for whole country. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a big market.
Yeah,
Mr. Liu, what kind of new product
Elekta have been here for 41 years, and this year is Elekta's 6th time to join CIIE. And at this CIIE, we launched our latest neurosurgeon solution.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is this instrument
this is
built? Was it engineered in China?
engineered in Europe.
In Europe, I see.
Yeah.
But do you build these instruments here, or do you import them from Europe?
We imported
I see.
exactly. We imported from Europe.
I see.
And right now we are registering it, and CIIE can help us to speed up the process.
Yeah.
So that means next year we can use it in clinical.
I see. So
Yeah.
there are no units installed anywhere in China yet.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But they presumably are elsewhere. In
Yeah,
Europe.
exactly.
So
yeah,
there's
yeah.
experience.
Yeah. And this one is very new and empowered by AI technology.
Yeah.
For example, one can have one press or one clinic to accept or to receive a personalized treatment plan. This is amazing expectation from the hospital or clinicians.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so every patient and every doctors,
Yeah.
they expect to deliver personalized treatment
Yeah.
when plan to each one.
Yeah.
And
So how small a tumor can be detected by this?
yeah, it's how small is some milliseconds, millimeter.
Millimeters. I see.
Millimeter,
Very
yeah.
small. Uh-huh.
So the accuracy is 1 millimeter.
Pretty good.
That
yeah.
means we can treat very small
Yeah.
tumors.
Yeah.
And so people may ask.
If the tumor is metastasized, can you treat multiple tumors simultaneously?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
We can treat the 100 metas.
Wow.
In US, we have one people who is tourist,
Yeah.
and we found he has hundreds
Yeah.
in brain.
Okay. Yeah.
And the neurosurgeon, they have
No way.
no way.
Yeah, yeah.
And then to find out that in US, their hospital, like Pittsburgh University, they have this one.
I see.
And it's treated over 100,
Wow.
the best.
And how successful was it?
And I can tell you, the people can drive,
Yeah.
can run, and can take his travel.
But if it's metastasized and there are 100 different tumors in the brain,
Yeah, you have more.
yeah, but it's unlikely that this would get them all.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
Yeah,
It'll come back.
Yeah. So the reason is why we can AI empowered, because
Yeah.
we have 30 years experience.
Yeah.
We have millions of patients accumulated right now.
Yeah.
So we get machine learning.
Yeah.
So right now in the world, everyone can share the experience.
Yeah.
They can do it very easily to press one button.
Yeah.
So that means the doctors have more time to communicate with
Yeah.
patients.
Yeah.
And the
So when a
patient-
patient comes in for a diagnosis and they're evaluated, how quickly can the imaging reveal multiple tumors? How is this?
This is very fast, like MR and CT.
Yeah.
So the scan time is very fast.
So
Yeah.
So within the same day, they
We
know exactly.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
they're
We're
at.
doing the same. This is our target and our dream.
And so
And-
patients are treated the same day?
Yes, same day. That's our target.
Interested
Sure.
about all these devices and
Sure.
how it can be used to search the cancer.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know that more and more new technologies are being applied in the medical field. So what positive impact will this bring to the benefit of human health?
Well, obviously, the gamma knife is a big advance over the old radiation treatments, which were less well focused. The gamma knife allows you to focus a beam of ionizing radiation much more precisely, which means that you can kill the tumor without doing collateral damage to the surrounding tissue.
Yes.
And so even if a tumor is in the middle of your brain, you can focus a beam right at that spot.
Yeah.
And he said for that instrument, you can focus it within a millimeter. You know how small a millimeter is? It's
Yeah.
very small. So that means that you can be much more precise and minimize the surrounding damage to the surrounding tissue. So that's a big advance. But the problem with cancer is the tumor has millions of cells, and if some of the cells break away and they move in the bloodstream elsewhere, they can create a metastasis elsewhere, and until they develop a tumor, you can't see them. So these devices work when it's a solid tumor that can be visualized, that at least has some size. But for blood cancer, it doesn't help because it's all over the place. And for metastatic cancer, this is only a temporary treatment because it'll come back somewhere else. With this instrument, he said that they could treat a patient multiple times. So if new tumors come up, they can come in and be treated. But like I told the Roche guy,
Yeah.
it's like a game called whack-a-mole. Have you ever heard of whack-a-mole? It's a kind of a toy where it's got a bunch of holes, and you've got a hammer, and every few seconds, an animal comes up and you whack it, and then an animal comes up somewhere else and you have to whack it, and it just never ends. Okay, that's what cancer is like. It just keeps coming up, which is why immunotherapy has more promise, because it stays in the body, and when a new tumor comes up, it can attack that.
Yeah.
These treatments are better for more advanced cancer, where there's a real tumor that you can, but it only gives, depending on how vigorous the tumor is, it only gives a few more months. So you can extend life, but it's hard to cure with just radiation.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Just like you mentioned, you have mentioned that China has doing a lot of investment on basic research.
Yes.
And what role do you think China will play in the process of providing medical services with new technologies such as AI?
Yeah, well, it'll be, China has changed so much in just your lifetime, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's, every time I come to China, there are new buildings. It's growing tremendously, and technologically and scientifically. So it's inevitable that China now produces more scientific publications than the U.S. So it's a major player in the world, and it will continue, which is good.
Yeah. Okay. And after seeing all this technology at CIIE, will you want to come back next time? Actually, there are a lot of other products.
Sure. Well, if I have time next time I come to Shanghai, then you can show me new babies here.
Yeah, new babies. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you for joining our live program. It's our great honor to see medical innovation with Ms. Shackman today. We also look forward to see more and more CIIE babies being able to apply in the Chinese market. More and more medical technologies can be used in China to serve the health of Chinese people. Okay, that's all for today's live program. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.